Hello and welcome to I think it's the 7th Halcyon podcast. This week we're going to be talking about wrestling talk. Topics for discussion are going to be a myriad of suspensions: Roman Reigns, Paige, King, the Orton history. We're also going to be talking about Ambrose being champion, the WWE 2K17 game, along with the upcoming draft. It's going to be an intense episode. We hope you really enjoy it. Okay, right, I'll introduce us then, shall I?
Yes, do it.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Nah, not really. Welcome to the Halcyon podcast. This week we're going to be talking about wrestling talk once again. Introduce yourself, boy.
Mickey B.
Mickey B is here. I'm your host, Lawler. It's going to be my co-host for today. And this week we are talking about pro wrestling once again. What is it? Wrestling.
Wrestling.
So, do you know what?
And we're not going to go off topic this time either.
Well,
try not to.
We've made a list.
We ramble.
Now, we've made it canonically, but I will let you pick a subject that you want to talk about, because I have a couple that I'm going to be a real stickler for this week. So, what do we want to talk about first?
We'll start with the biggest.
Biggest? Okay, my announcement that I'm...
Okay, yeah, let's talk about...
Buddy!
Let's talk about Roman Reigns' suspension.
Roman Reigns was suspended? Kept that quiet, didn't they?
Not Raw, they didn't. Not really, but...
Okay, well... Do you want to fill them in on what happened before, what happened during, what happened after the announcement? Because I think it's important for people to know what actually happened versus how it was presented to the audience.
Well, you do the intro.
Okay, right. Ladies and gentlemen of the world, you know who Roman Reigns is. He's the best wrestler in the entire world. Basically, he's been sent to the proverbial naughty step, having been found to be using substances of a questionable origin. Basically, prior to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, he tested positive for an as yet unknown substance. And this is interesting, but we'll touch on that later. Crack cocaine, yeah. So he, prior to the event, was told he was going to be suspended for 30 days. However, he was not suspended until after not only the pay-per-view itself, but the following Raw. And as we speak right now, he is currently suspended.
Yes.
Now, it's interesting because, like I say, they didn't advertise the fact that he was going to be suspended prior to Money in the Bank. He lost clean at Money in the Bank, only for Rollins to then drop the belt to Ambrose. They had a rematch, which, if I'm not mistaken, ended in a double countout or a DQ, or neither man lost. So they have to have a triple threat at Battleground. Yes. So, what do we make of the situation? The Golden Boy has done fucked up. What do we make of this?
Well, I think it's interesting in terms of, well, they wouldn't have not have had Roman Reigns in the main event, because it would have completely screwed up their
match. Might have made us happy though.
Yeah,
but that's one that's wrestling himself out now.
It was good to see Roman Reigns lose there, wasn't it? Really?
Oh my days. Well, I think that we were all, I don't know about you two, but I was sitting there thinking, Reigns lost clean? Really? Wow, that's interesting. And then this comes out and it's, oh, okay. I see.
It actually made him look worse than his overall as a wrestler, which is actually true. But I digress. In the words of facing clean, they made him lose clean, which is very, very rare. It happens. I don't say it doesn't happen. It does happen, but very rare it happens.
Well, what are your thoughts on the whole situation? What are the things that immediately spring to mind to you? Because I know what springs to mind to me.
I think he's lost his chance.
Do you know what? I agree in a sense, because I think this is a perfect opportunity to bring him back heel. Bring him back heel. There's nothing. He's got heat from the crowd. Real heat. People care because they've he's let them down. But you know, they're not going to fucking do that.
He's not. They won't give him the title yet. Not for a long time.
So you think a Battleground is Ambrose?
It's Ambrose or Rollins. It definitely ain't Reigns. Hell no. Is it
well,
Reigns?
This isn't okay. Fine.
Because if Reigns loses this triple threat,
yeah,
that's him out of this picture.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, Ambrose will probably pin Rollins.
Yeah, I agree.
So then it's personal between Rollins and Ambrose.
Yeah.
Or if Rollins beats Ambrose and Ambrose has got his rematch. then the only way Reigns gets involved with, well, in fact, he's had his rematch. He had a rematch to get back into it, which he drew his double count out. Then he gets suspended, and then I don't see any situation where he will come out as he's let the company down because they put the title on him. They thought, right, Lawler's is injured. We need you to step up.
But you are talking about the WWE. What makes sense from the fans' perspective? Like fucking hell! If anyone watched the Raw after the, we're actually as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the Money in the Bank pay-per-view match, the 6-man ladder match for the Money in the Bank.
I don't know, is it 6? Is it 8?
I think it's 6.
It's 6.
And basically, the Raw after this, Reigns could not have been booed more if he walked out wearing a middle finger on his chest. Having shaved "fuck you" into the back of his head, and then proceeded to just what's your name in the crowd? Sorry, what's your name? Jeffrey? Fuck you. What's your name? Seward? Fuck you too. And just proceeded to insult the entire audience. He was so booed.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I've not seen a reaction like that in the PG era for a very long time. The only person that gets that sort of reaction is Cena when he's facing someone the crowd really like.
Well, can I ask a question? You watch some of the older stuff more than me. I watch a few older things than you. I'm really struggling, and I'm right. If I'm going to say right, let's try and find a redeeming factor for Reigns, right? Maybe there's someone who's been booed worse. I can't think of anybody who's been booed worse than him.
Cena's up there.
Right.
There was a period about 3 years ago where literally you couldn't walk into any arena and not get booed. But even the heels played on it. It was that bad.
Yeah, but then you had the occasional "Let's go Cena." So you had a section of the crowd, mainly kids, that were going, "No, John Cena's our hero. Don't let him lose." Yeah, that's my fucking childlike impression. Fuck off. It's been a long time since I've been a kid.
Yeah, it's fine. I get the point though. It's a valid point.
You know the WWE have their heart set on him being their babyface for the next God knows how many years. They just don't look. Do you know what we touched on this earlier on? Tell the nice ladies and gentlemen what we just did in terms of looking on Google, looking on YouTube for videos and things. What did we come across?
Come across the WWE 2K17 game, which is the annual wrestling game that is released by 2K.
Indeed, which I'll probably have to do a review on at some stage because it's a good game, a lot of fan base. But tell the people what we found.
We found a video which showed every single superstar and their rating. Now,
massive roster.
No, it was
immense roster.
It's crazy. It's like 3 Undertakers, 3 versions of Mick Foley, 2 Jericho, 2 Kane, 2 Triple H's.
So plenty of chances to get it right.
Yeah, so plenty of chances to get it. No, there's 3 Triple H's because you get Hunter Helmsley as well. So
Indeed, yeah, he's
there's 3 Triple H's.
Yeah.
And we're going for the ratings.
But there was one that stuck out, wasn't
there? John Cena's 95. You think, okay, that's fair enough. And then Seth Rollins is 94. Okay, that's fair enough. Then, before we even started looking at the ratings, what did I say? I said, I bet Roman Reigns is 93 and he's got a higher rating than The Undertaker. And lo and behold, he is 93 higher rating than The Undertaker. He has the same rating as Brock Lesnar, I believe.
Now, what's interesting about this is that it was, 93, that's stretching it, but the next one's The Rock. And you go, okay, well, The Rock's got to be just as good, if not better.
95.
He's worse!
Yeah.
Now, if that's not evidence that the WWE are trying to ram Reigns down your throat until you choke, I don't know what is.
Every single version of Triple H is worse. The 2002 version of Triple H, where he was built like a jackhammer and one that had the title around his belt like 360 days of the year, was 92! 92!
That version of Triple H, back in the day, you had your money on him winning the match. And if he didn't win that match, you know he'd win the rematch. That was his, he was unbeaten, he was untouchable back in the day. And yet, Roman Reigns is better, according to the WWE. Now, this is the point. What will happen is probably what I think is going to happen, which is he'll come back. You know, man, I paid my time. I did my thing, I owned it. Now I'm back to be the guy. Boo!
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what's going to happen.
Pull the hair, give it a rest, beat it, put it on the back on. It's just, Yeah. So, what are your prevailing things about? I mean, are you disappointed that they've not fired him?
They were never going to fire him.
Are you disappointed in him though, considering the push he's got, the position
Yeah,
he's in?
still a plan. He had the world at his feet.
Mate, tell the people.
He had the world at his feet. You know, he's a very big wrestling. He's in a huge wrestling family. That has a tradition of being clean, basically. And here you go. You screwed up. You screwed up in a climate in a minute where there's so much young talent and there's so many people you can put the belt. I mean, people like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they're going. There's dollar signs in their eyes now.
Yep.
Because they're right, he's fucked up. Therefore, we're going to get a push soon.
Yep.
Especially with the brand split coming up, which we'll go on to later. But they got dollar signs in their head now. They're thinking, right, he's fucked up. I'm gonna have more respect than him in the locker room.
Yep.
I'm gonna have more respect for people up the stairs. They're gonna look at them and think, because they're gonna tear it down. Aren't they? I mean, Battleground, the best match of the night is going to be Zayn and Owens. Without a doubt.
A potentially. I don't want to speak too soon, but they potentially have another HBK Hitman feud. That kind of proportion of they have real
Rock and Triple H.
Just that real sense of heat. That fans really watch it, and the fans are just as interested in the story as they are with the outcome of the match. They don't just care about what happens in the match. They want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
And how many feuds do you really think that these days? Where you're like, no, I don't want the feud to be in. I don't want it to be over. I want there to be another match. John Cena matches, it's like, okay, cool, who are you beating up next? Brilliant, fantastic. Roman Reigns, who are you going to lose verbally to next? It's boring, you know? Oh yeah, I'm the guy.
I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just the guy. Piss off, man. Just get over it.
But yeah, it was interesting how Rollins came out.
But they just tore into it. It was absolutely brutal.
Got the heat
It wasn't
on
even,
him.
and they get the whole thing like, they made it look as if it was like a thing off the top. They weren't, and they had it planned. Of course, it was planned. It's brilliant. It's highlighting that they don't stand for discrepancies when it comes to drug taking.
They don't. But then again, it also could just be my take. I could be wrong. I noticed how Ambrose was approaching the situation, and I thought that's someone in WWE going, we still want him to come back babyface though, so let's make it sound a little less bad than it really is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, man, we all make mistakes, man. You know, I've won, don't care. I'm really looking forward to Battleground, which is happening in 2 weeks, and you should go book it at WWE Network right now, because he's going to be in it. Like, no, you're supposed to all be cussing him out, but Rollins is the only one to come out of this looking a little shinier than he did, because he's taken that heat and run with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's really impressive.
It is.
Anyway, but let's move on to another point. To state your case, sir.
Well, you stay on the subject of suspensions.
Okay.
We're on this topic for quite a while.
Fucking hell, if anyone's been paying attention to the WWE feed recently, they're just scrubbing people off their site like it's going out of style.
Next on, this one hurts because it's one of my favourite divas.
Oh, tell them.
Paige is also suspended. Two-time Divas champion.
Well, we don't have a tremendous amount of information on this. All we have, or rather all I have, because you couldn't bear this. He didn't want to believe it.
It hurts, guys. He
didn't want to believe it. No, there's no way she's been suspended. For what? She's an angel. She can do no wrong. But she's so bad.
Apart from the bedroom.
Dude, it pains me to say this, but she's probably not going to be looked on. But from what I understand, she missed a couple of house shows. She was suspended because of something. Now they've gotten on. If it was serious enough to report, then they'd probably have found out by now. But it's probably just a minor infraction. It's no big deal.
Could be personal reasons as well. He's investigated it. But yeah, more than likely than not, it's going to be something bad.
Well, compare these. Well, actually, no. The one other one that came up is a hero of ours because we tried to emulate him. And good old JR King was suspended. Oh no, he was fired.
He's actually fired now.
Well, do you know why?
Domestic abuse, isn't it?
Domestic abuse, yes. Someone was packing heat and decided to point that heat at somebody else. Now, the police don't know at this stage who it was, his missus or him. There was a gun. It was pointed at somebody, but they both claim it was the other. So yeah, it's he's gone. Yeah, sad. But fucking hell. I mean, when King's getting fired, who are you bringing in?
But there's one good thing out of this. For the people, we can mock Roman Reigns and how we don't like him. We can mock King, whatever. There's one positive come out of all this in terms of their careers. how many times has Randy Orton been suspended? He's still there.
Well,
he's not at the moment. He's shooting a film, but he is still kicking about. He's like 5 or 6 times he's been done. He's
violated the wellness policy 3 times, which means he should have been fired. But he was allowed to work one of them off, so it was cool.
Because he's one of the biggest names in wrestling.
Yeah, he won the championship shortly after they changed the rules. And then he served a suspension and then came back and won the title. It's funny that, isn't it?
But so...
Like WWE want to make money.
But then is Roman Reigns as talented as Randy Orton?
I'm going to say something controversial. I'd say there's not a great amount of difference between the two. I think Randy Orton's... The biggest thing Randy Orton does that is technical is his vintage. Because he could quite easily kill someone with that.
No, but the thing you have to bear in mind, you have to watch Orton when he's a heel. He's a much better wrestler when he's a heel. He does a lot more technical moves. He had great matches with Kurt Angle and Triple H back in the day. He can wrestle matches.
Okay.
He has great matches with Shawn Michaels as well. The guy can wrestle. So
yeah, well,
but there's a face. You promote all the time. You get beaten up with a clothesline, special signature with RKO, and that's Randy Orton's matches.
Well, all I'm saying is, for one, this could just be me. I'm not missing him. I don't watch a show thinking, oh, if only Randy Orton was in this one.
Place for him. It's like we'll see. But that's the point is. The main point is he's been spent loads of times. It doesn't mean you're never going to see Paige or Randy or
Oh, I didn't see that one. Sorry, we're watching the Money in the Bank and Cesaro just threw Jericho into a ladder, man. Yeah. Oh my days! But these are the kind of right. Just to touch on this a second. This is going off on a tangent. These are the kind of matches we love.
Yeah.
We're not really about the main events because these matches are the ones with the story.
Yeah.
You watch it and it's telling a story.
This is why Zayn and Owens are going to tear the place down.
Well, they have to because they're the ones who really look at it and go, well, if I do this way, this is heelish. But if I do this way, I'm going to get over.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Kevin Owens though, people love him anyway.
Kevin Owens,
they respect how good he is. That's the thing.
And he plays on that. Well, anyways, right. So we went off a little bit on the tangent. So the next point I see on that clipboard
is Dean Ambrose being the WWE champion.
So how do you think they're going to go with this? Because what do we think is going to happen to Battleground?
I think Ambrose will win.
So he's walking out champion,
but only to get Roman Reigns out of the picture.
Okay, right. So
Ambrose and Rollins will have a feud.
Interesting. Okay. What is it going to be? Architect versus anarchist sort of thing?
Yeah, that's that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the man versus the dude, as they
the man versus the fucking dude.
Yeah.
What is it with? They already have wrestling names. Why do they need fucking nicknames as well? Cerebral Assassin, cool. People's Champion, cool. The guy. Really?
But I think Ambrose deserves it. He's worked his arse off.
Absolutely.
He's been great match after great match after great match. He's faced Lesnar. He's faced the Wyatts. He's faced Rollins numerous times, but he failed the first time. I think he deserves it.
And to be honest, mate, I've listened to a few podcasts of him. He's one of the few that go genuinely, I hate being scripted. I can't stand it. Every time I have to read something that's scripted, it pisses me off because I just want to be my character. I know what works for me, and you've got to respect that.
Yeah, definitely.
Where most of these guys would probably go, oh great, I don't even have to fucking think. They're just going to give me a piece of paper and tell me what I need to say. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's good. He goes off the cuff. I don't know how long the reign will be.
But are we happy he's champion?
Yeah, he deserves it, yeah.
I'm happy. Cool.
But switching back to the WWE 2K17.
Okay, so the 2K17, well this isn't strictly wrestling talk, but it's wrestling games, and it's part of the calendar year now. WWE even get really involved with it.
So, but the biggest thing I found with it is that Kurt Angle's on the roster. Now I'm pretty sure Kurt Angle hasn't been on a game since he was last in WWE, as far as I'm concerned.
Which was over 10 years ago.
And
he wrestled longer for TNA than he's done for WWE.
And there's a big rumour that he's going to the Hall of Fame, or that he's just coming back. Now I don't think he'll come back because the reason why WWE got rid of him in the first place was because of his back, his neck, so and how injured. The WWE doesn't want the publicity if something goes wrong in the ring.
Yeah,
which is fair enough from a business standpoint. It pisses the fans off, but you can't really argue it. It's one of those things you can't really debate it. But Kurt Angle being on the wrestling roster, I'm excited. They gave him a really good rating, 94, which is like the second highest rating I saw on the thing. Which is probably deserved. He probably is probably the greatest wrestler they've had in the company in terms of pure ability.
Oh, mate,
and combining that with his personality, he had the dumb, obnoxious, dumb Olympic hero thing at the beginning, and then he become this sadistic wrestling machine by the end. The way his character developed was brilliant.
Yeah.
And the way he could play a good guy, or mainly he could be a bad guy. But
do you think, this is just me, do you think they might go down a similar route with him that they did with The Rock, maybe? They give him preferential treatment? Not so many appearances, not an in and out kind of guy?
I think it'll be more full time because Sting didn't have that many matches, but he was on Raw quite a lot. Doing promos, doing backstage, so maybe it would be more like a Sting thing.
Do you think Kurt Angle's... I mean, I love Kurt Angle on mic, but is he really the strongest promo guy without being able to back it up in the ring on a regular basis?
He can do both.
Okay.
I trust him to do cut promo.
I'd have to see it because I remember Kurt Angle's promos being funny with like Brock or with like Rock or with Stephanie McMahon occasionally, but I don't remember his promos being the selling point for Angle. It was whenever Angle used to come to the ring and antagonise people, that's when I used to watch. Really great. Anyway, sorry, you said, so you reckon he'll come back? Okay, that's a good shout. Is there anything else that stands out about the roster or the game itself?
I think it's interesting that they've just gone mad. It's pure madness. You got Stone Cold first. What's Stone Cold first? What was it? The
Stunning Steve Austin.
Yeah, he's on there. Like he's got hair for God's sake.
Like, I'm so slow, right? Right, Stunning Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Do you know what? I've no idea where the name the Stunner comes from. I wonder if there's a reason why it's called the Stunner. Stunning to... Oh!
It's taken me 26 years to figure that one out. Jesus Christ. I only figured that out the other day. We were talking about the podcast and I was sitting there thinking, wait a minute, wasn't Stunner... Oh, I'm going to have to admit that now. Anyway.
Very brave of you to put it on the podcast.
You've got to get it out, haven't you?
But, I'm excited they're using 2001 Kane and not 1999 Kane. Because everyone loved Kane more in 2001 because he looked like an African. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. That's me being biased because he was my favourite wrestler when I first started watching it. No, I first started watching it in 2001 and he was built like a fucking
I think it's fair to say 2001 Kane was the most. In a roster that included The Big Show, he was the most destructive character. Yeah. So, mate, you make no bones about it, mate. He was legit scary.
Yeah, he was.
But the thing was, he was probably one of the last people to carry a cartoonish character, but you still...
Kane's coming down now, everyone's going to die. Like,
I buy it.
Even when the Undertaker comes down to the ring, you think, oh yeah, people are going to get fucked up. When Kane comes down to the ring, it's like, okay, everyone's just going to die.
Everyone's going over the top rope or they're going through the ring.
Yeah, basically.
And high flyer. You name me another guy who's billed at 7 foot and jumps off the top rope, and it's believable. Like, no, he's got the agility to be able to pull it off.
The Undertaker's pretty athletic as well. But.
He is, but I would never attribute athleticism with the Undertaker. I would attribute the Undertaker with being able to pull off moves that he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Whereas Kane,
genuine athlete.
Yes, that's just my opinion, but he just always looked a little bit more subtle.
That's cool. I feel that.
But yeah, so as far as the roster, you're just surprised with the sheer amount of them.
Yeah, it's just huge. Well, how many did you say there were?
180 to 200.
That's crazy. And there's going to be downloadable content as well. They'll put extra people on there.
DLC.
Because they've actually got all the NXT stars on there as well. Which vast majority. Not all of them.
I think it's a concerted effort to get NXT on the map. I mean, it's got popularity, but now they're saying, well, no, this is a serious brand.
You've got people like Arn Anderson on there, and Trish Stratus is back, which is awesome. We all miss Trish for looks and wrestling. She was like the only good wrestler back then as well. She was the only one that had like a bit of ability. Like her and Lita were like the only two wrestlers back then.
Well, she was the only women's wrestler who everybody, men, women, whatever, whoever you ask, who's the hardest working person in WWE? Trish Stratus, obviously.
She got Diva of the Decade.
But she owns it. She owns it. Lita was perhaps more spectacular, but no one worked harder than Trish did to overcome the fact. I mean, fucking hell, this was a wrestler that at one point was made to walk on hands and knees and bark like a dog. She has to fucking come back from that. Yeah. You tell me how you come back from that, and she's done it. So, anything else that particularly stands out about that? I mean, Rollins is rated really highly. Ambrose
he was going. He had the title difference entirely every year, so he was always going to be really high.
Goldberg's in there as well.
Goldberg's in there. Lesnar's in there, obviously.
Jake the Snake's in there as well.
Yeah. It looks like if they can keep improving the gameplay like they have been through the last couple of years, I think it'll be a great game.
Okay, sweet. Well, that's the two, and like I was mentioning earlier on, chances are I'll probably end up doing a review on that series, just because I've got a bunch of mates, including my esteemed colleague, who are patrons of it. I've not really played the 2K. My wrestling background.
You own one. I don't even own one.
I have one, but I struggle with it because the fucking counter system is so minute. If you miss it, you look like a dope. So, because you just look. I always do the same thing. I set up with Rock versus Cena because I want to be The Rock and I want to beat up Cena, and I always lose because you can't fucking. Anyway, story for another time. Anyway, what the hell else are we talking about today?
But the draft.
Oh, I can close the window if it's draft.
That's really hilarious.
Play on words. The WWE have decided in all their luster to make SmackDown Live, and in doing so they're going to have to split up the roster. Now this has a myriad of implications for not only the wrestlers, but also the titles,
Not the company itself.
the company itself, who are they going to get to run it, how are they going to present the shows, is it still going to be Raw's the big one, SmackDown's the little one?
I think they will. I think that's not going to change.
Well,
Raw's a flagship, isn't it?
the only time SmackDown...
It's the longest running episodic television show in American history. Or world history, I'm pretty sure it is now. I'm pretty sure it's the longest running TV show ever.
Well, we could ask, what's his name? His name's gone now. The old general manager of SmackDown.
Teddy Long.
Yeah, we could ask Teddy Long, but he'd fuck it up.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
Didn't he do that again on Raw?
Yeah, but I think he did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
It was
Fair
also
enough. I was going to
scripted.
say, it was like,
Scripted.
did it again? Like, that's
Scripted.
just unlucky.
Well, I hope it's scripted anyway.
Well, because every man looked genuinely like, dude, are you serious with this? What's wrong with you? But anyway, so the draft, right.
First point I'm going to go with.
So how do we want to break this down? Yeah, go for it.
Who goes where?
Okay, well, we've just Wikipedia'd the roster, and there's far too many to
No,
cover,
we're not going to go through every single person. But
So okay, so top 3 or top 5?
let's just not do that. Let's just go through, because it's going to be...
Okay, well,
Because there's so many people. Right, so we'll say...
the easiest one, the single easiest one. Who is your face of each brand? Cena probably, and then.
No, see, I think it's really interesting because I think they'll make Cena SmackDown.
Yeah, because I think they need a solid face to carry that brand.
But
I think they'll.
he is the biggest star of the company, but I do get the feeling they're sort of getting to just take a back seat a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
You've had all your titles. Can you just let the other guys come on?
Well, he's getting on. He's 37 now, 38.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Just look at fucking state. He's not exactly in bad shape, is he?
No, but by the same token, he's got to be smart enough to get out of the game while he's still in good nick. You know, while he's still. Well, number one, while his stardom is still strong, so he can then cross over into movies or TV or whatever, rather than having to rely on the WWE to make good quality cinematic experiences like the Marine 3. Because everyone was crying out for that after the first 2.
Well, the Miz was in the other two, wasn't it?
The first Marine was actually
Cena.
John Cena, yes.
And the second one was Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, spin-off. Well, sorry, the sequels as a result of its tremendous ongoing success.
On DVD.
Straight to DVD.
Straight to my bin, that my way. Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of difficult though, isn't it?
It's really difficult to split it. Wow, Booker T's got a bit of a rate race going on there.
Yeah, he does.
Jesus
moving on, I'm
Christ.
really distracted.
Fucking hell, sorry, he was staring at me and looking at me and beckoning me forward, and I was just really worried there for a second. So who goes where? So you reckon, seeing as SmackDown, who's headlining your Raw? Who's the guy, every time you switch on Raw, his face is looking dead at you going, ha, buy our tickets?
It's got to be Seth, isn't it?
I still think it'll be your man. When he comes back.
What, Cena?
Reigns.
Oh, Reigns.
I still think it'll be Reigns.
Nah, not chance.
I still think so.
I don't think so. He doesn't have fans' respect. That's Lisa, isn't it?
She looks insanely hot there, yeah. If you want to see what we're seeing, go and buy the WWE Network now, free for the
I'm not paying us! What are you plugging WWE for?
I want to hope they're going to pick us up.
What, for fucking $10 for about how many people listen to
Dude,
it?
I would announce for them for free. I would pay them to allow me to announce on their shows. I don't give a fuck. Dude. Especially if I got to meet her. She's hot.
Renee Young.
I'd love to see her Renee Young's.
I think it's difficult. I think the best thing to do. I think they're not going to go through the whole. There's a champion on SmackDown, and a champion on Raw.
Do you want to make it even more interesting? If you want to pick a top 5 each, but we'll pick them as we go. Let's have our own fucking draft right here, right now. Okay, fine. So are you SmackDown or are you Raw? I'll take SmackDown.
Okay, I'll take Raw then.
Okay, cool. Who's your first draft pick?
Well, if I had to pick someone from the entire roster.
You have the entire roster to pick from, and you can include NXT if you like, but you're only picking
No,
5.
NXT, so.
You can call up whoever. You're the general manager of Monday Night Raw. You can do whatever the fuck you like.
Seth Rollins.
Okay, he's going in big, he's going in quick. Okay, well, because I think we both agree, I am going to bring in
Big John. You're going Big John. You gotta say it. You're gonna say I don't want to Big John Cena, aren't you?
I don't want to
You're gonna say it.
Please
You're
go
gonna
ahead
say
and
it. Say it. You're gonna say it. Clocks are ticking. Draft picks need ticking.
Do you know who it is? It's John Cena! Okay.
You absolute sellout.
Fucking hell, I hate myself.
You even announced it like you were happy. What's wrong with you?
If you're gonna do it, you might as well commit. Go on, who's your second pick?
AJ Styles.
Oh, you fucking bastard! I can't not pick Reigns now because I have to have a match. You fucking dick! You can't have AJ Styles.
Too late, tough shit.
Oh man, no, I'm not picking. And I can't pick Brock Lesnar because he's never around. Fuck it, Roman Reigns is my second pick. Fuck you and all you stand for.
Okay.
Who's your third one?
Well, we go on the basis that the current champion is still the champion.
Yes.
Right,
you can take the championship with you if you must.
No, because
why didn't I pick Dean Ambrose?
Because I just got to pick him.
Fucking hell! Why didn't I pick Dean Ambrose? Right.
You pick your two most hated people. What's wrong with you?
Why? No one's gonna come to SmackDown ever.
You've just bankrupted WWE. You've just ruined SmackDown. You've just destroyed WWE's branding.
Fine. Right. So your third one is Ambrose, right?
Yeah.
Ah, god damn it. Right. Who can I pick? Who else is Kevin Owens? Take that!
Devastated.
Kevin Owens because of the Cena thing. I think he can probably work with Reigns pretty well. He's the one who's going to cut the best promos. So who's your fourth? Go on then. I've got no champ. Do you know what? I don't even have. I was going to say is Owens IC champ? No, he is not. Damn, I don't have any championships. I feel an invasion angle coming. It had to be done. Go on, who's your fourth? Do you need to look or are you
Scroll slowly.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Do you know what? I'll add a. If you want to call them Wyatts, then you're welcome to do so.
Do you think that's what I'll do? Do you think I'll do a faction pick?
I think so. If you want to call the Wyatts, you can call the Wyatts.
Oh, I got the Wyatts then.
Okay, New Day.
Cool.
Okay, who's your fifth and final pick?
Oh.
You've got to make this count.
Also, just a quick side note. I think they won't have two champions. That just got so confusing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the champions, tag champions will have to be on both shows.
Well, it's either that or they just keep the championships on the shows and then at the pay-per-views, they... I don't know, it does get messy.
Well, they used to do Raw pay-per-views and SmackDown pay-per-views.
Well...
And they take it in turns every month, it's really stupid. And every now and again they have like co-hosted brands.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk about the championship situation in a moment. We'll just talk about superstars on their own. They bring the championships, okay, so if we decide we're not splitting them up, cool. But who's your fifth? Is it going to be Randy Orton? Is it going to be Rusev?
He's never around, is he?
Is it going to be Sin Cara? Or maybe, just maybe, it's going to be Tyler Breeze.
Sami Zayn.
Oh, you can't split them up!
Yeah, of course you
What's
have.
wrong with you?
Of course you have. I've just done it. It's not my fault you picked John Cena and Roman Reigns, the two most talented people in WWE roster.
Do you know what, if I can make them likeable, you're so dead, but it'd be the hardest thing in the world to do it. Jesus
I've got
Christ.
redoing it, just give him facelift.
Oh, God, my fifth pick. Do you know what? I need a heel. I'm picking Alberto Del Rio.
Cool.
Because I don't think they're utilising him enough. He could be so much better than what they're doing with him at the moment. I think he'd make a really... I watch his old stuff when he was still working with CM Punk. I hate the guy. Brilliant.
So you didn't go for, like, Dolph Ziggler.
No, of course not.
Or Cesaro.
No, of course not.
Or Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho's a part-timer. Cesaro doesn't have any charisma, and Dolph Ziggler needs to get off my
Chris Jericho is on Raw SmackDown every single week.
It doesn't matter. He's only going to be around for a few more months.
Doesn't matter. He's probably one of the best heroes in WWE.
I'm thinking long-term, buddy.
Really, I can't even speak coherent English.
Huh?
You can't even speak coherent English.
Who?
Roberto Rio.
Oh, well, I'll get someone in with him. It's cool. I'll get... who's equally incoherent? I'll get R-Truth as his announcer. What's up, que pasa? It'll be great. So that's our draft.
Yeah, I mean, that's the top
Well,
one.
I think SmackDown will start off slow, but I think we'll eventually win.
You're out of your mind. So that's the top 5 picks.
So okay, so what are we doing about championships then? A big problem here is that the championship situation, because I remember this being a problem back in the day, because I never thought that the World Championship belt had the same significance as the WWE. I always felt it was like a little bit of a step down.
Yes, I thought it was the opposite, because the WWE title was on SmackDown most of the time. And because Triple H was the World Heavyweight Champion, and it was on Raw, it sort of made the World Heavyweight Championship more significant.
But I think that's because they were still trying to get the belt over. They had to put it on the beggar guy to make it.
Yeah, but they had the best wrestlers on Raw, didn't they? Other than the Undertaker.
But then, right, you bring in Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, all the young guys, all the small guys, they make that championship, and Brock Lesnar, mind you. Tell me SmackDown wasn't the show to watch then.
So then why did when Chris Benoit won the Royal Rumble, did you go challenge Triple H for one of my title instead when he was a SmackDown guy? You completely destroyed your argument.
Because the WWE don't deal in logic, they deal in, who's got an idea? I do! Well then let's go with that one then.
No, it's actually because it's probably more of a point they wanted to go out.
Okay, well the World Championship belt has the greater legacy, it's got the biggest story, and it's been in wrestling for as long as I can even... If I go back and try... The only title I know that's had a bigger legacy is the NWA Championship, and that was in WWE at one point, but it was one of those things where it just died on its ass. What are you doing? Checking what time? We've been going 37 minutes. Why, you got somewhere to be?
No, I'm just saying.
I've got WhatsApp messages from people. Wow, I'm loved. People are trying to message in on the podcast. They know what we're doing.
It's me to tell you you're a dick 3 times.
Oh. What else? What the hell else are we talking about?
Who runs SmackDown?
Oh wow, we're going this way? I don't know. I don't know enough about the general. I'd have Laurinaitis just because I find his voice hilarious.
Yeah, but they're gonna. Well, Shane seems to think he's running both.
No, it will be. Well, right. Here's. Okay, let me add a little gas to the fire, as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. Where does Triple H fit in when he comes back? Because he's got to fit in somewhere. He's not going to be some schmuck. He's going to be running something, or he'll be in charge of something. So where does he fit in? Is he with Stephanie on Raw, or is he with Stephanie on SmackDown?
I think they'll do an angle. I think they'll do an angle. Steph and Triple H against Shane.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
But how they work it and who's side of Shane, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question? Because we didn't touch on this last time, and this has been something that bugged me ever since I kind of sat and thought about it. Does it not piss you off that WrestleMania, Undertaker versus Shane McMahon, the stipulation is Undertaker wins, Shane McMahon doesn't get to run Raw?
Yeah.
What happened the next Raw?
I think what they didn't count on
Was
how powerful. Like the first time Shane came back, the very first night he came back, when it was completely no one even expected it.
Yeah.
The crowd reaction was ridiculous. They absolutely, and I don't think they were ready. I don't think they were expecting it. I really don't think they were expecting it. And they did the whole WrestleMania thing. They went down a firecracker, and it's like they think, well, we can't let Shane go. He's too popular. You've got to keep him round.
Yeah, but
maybe he'll just go again.
Maybe, but do you not? I think we both. This is a wider topic, and I will keep it short at this point. I mourn the loss of kayfabe. I'm one of those people that miss the days when I thought maybe it is real. Maybe. I know it isn't. I know it isn't.
Yeah.
Just like I know Father Christmas isn't real. What? Oh, dude, it's right, man.
What do you mean?
It was the same day they told me the Easter Bunny wasn't real.
That's it. I'm just
sorry, man.
Go on.
Sorry. Oh, well, that was the Halcyon podcast. I've angered him. He's gone. Alright, the stick's not funny anymore.
Right, I just realised the podcast was shit, but I was on it.
Wow, we're working the crowd. We're working the crowd, I like it.
I'll try later. I'm popping it in. So who's going to run it?
My money. Right, okay, I think I'm with you. I think they'll carry the Shane popularity over to SmackDown. And they'll keep Stephanie and Triple H on Raw.
Yeah, I think that's how it'll go as well.
And I think they'll keep the title on Raw. So that means Ambrose will stay on Raw, which means that Reigns, I think, will probably end up going to SmackDown.
But do you not think they'll do the champion on both shows?
It really just, if you heard, I don't know if you heard this, there was, because I'm a fucking mark for this sort of stuff now, I have Twitter feeds and fucking podcasts I listen to. Someone noticed the other day they didn't announce the title, Ambrose, as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, it was the WWE Champion. And they seem to think it's, so maybe they are splitting it up. But I think it could just be a slip of the tongue. It could be just them looking too deeply into something, because, like you say, it gets confusing if you split it up. Like, what happens if they face each other, and what happens if one guy wins both belts? Does that guy then does that mean that show then doesn't have a champion? It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's true.
It's a bit like, but then again, think about it this way: when Brock Lesnar was champion, and he was never around, like he was there for pay-per-views, but that was it. Did it really hurt the title that much?
I think it did.
Do you think?
I lost a lot of credibility for that.
Didn't it make him more of an attraction when he turned up?
Well, yeah, he's once in a lifetime superstar. He's a joke. You can't be that quick and that big. It's just ridiculous.
I was about to say, I'm so glad you said that second part. He's a joke.
Yeah.
Bang! Who the? That was a joke. Him.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I hope that's with Brock Lesnar. He's got a fight coming up. The guy's back in training. Why is Rusev addressing the crowd?
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's Titus O'Neil's kids. I remember. This is a weird angle. I know we're going off on a bit of a tangent, but why is Rusev assaulting and verbally abusing Titus O'Neil's kids?
Just to make it heat. Pure heat.
He's got heat. He's marrying her.
Yeah, but it's even more heat.
There's no more heat than that. He's marrying her.
It's worked. Now every time he comes out, they'll chant USA. It worked. It just worked. You wanted to cover one last point. Crowd.
Okay.
Then we say Attitude Era.
Okay.
And 2000. Well, we'll say up to 2005.
Okay. All right.
2005 against.
I will try and make this, because this is just my point. I don't know how much of this you want to weigh on. If
I want to think you run on a tangent then.
Well,
Go.
right. This is my gripe. But then again, I think it's a generational thing. It might just be that where, right. Oh, by the way, have you seen how fit Mick Foley's daughter is?
Yes, she's good.
Anyway, sorry, just tangent. Anyway, the crowd. If you watch an old school WWE event, they're into the show. They're watching the performers. They're listening to what they're saying, and it's the crowd reacting to the performers.
Yeah.
If you watch a show now, the performers are waiting for the crowd to react and reacting accordingly in promos. Now, I'm sorry, but when the crowd is chanting stupid shit like, just da-da-da-da, at any old fucking thing, it means that the whole show is geared towards that rather than what it should be, which is you guys are telling a story, you guys are here watching it and absorbing it and taking it in, being part of the experience, sure. Because like I was saying to you about the women's division, the reason why I think that's not caught fire like it should have, because they've got the talent now.
No, I think it is.
But listen to the crowd.
Well, yeah, but that's a consequence of other things.
Maybe.
That's not a slight against the divas.
No, it is. No, but this is what I'm saying.
They were
As
never
far as the
interested-
talent pool is concerned, they've got it now.
They were never interested in the divas back then.
Well, the thing
Because
is,
none of them could wrestle, which is the point I'm making it about.
yeah. But the point is that now they've got the talent and they treat it, it's not the Diva division anymore, it's the Women's Championship, which is fine. So, to come back to the original point, things like the Reigns thing. Now, we both watched that Monday Night Raw, where Reigns got booed in a way I've never seen. Like, there was zero love for the guy. Now, in that situation, it's a double standard because they are ignoring that. If you watch this, because I have the Saturday version of Raw on my TV on Sky, and they edit that like a motherfucker. They've tried very hard to edit out the boos, and to edit out the signs, and to edit out all the people in the background moaning. And it's like one or the other. If you want to force people down our throats and tell your own story, fine. Just do that across the board. If you want to be a crowd reactor, then you've got to get rid of Roman Reigns. You can't have it both ways. But anyway, the point I was trying to make was the crowds these days, they seem disinterested, they seem happy to be on TV, but they're not there for the show.
No.
And it disappoints me. It makes me sad. Because I remember the old school, every time Stone Cold used to come out, or The Rock came out, they'd pop for the intro, but then it would be, we need to listen to what's going on now. Because something's about to go down.
Yeah.
Not what they do now, which is they all go like this. Oh look, I'm on the Titantron! Look! Look!
You're not at a sport, you're not at a football game, you're watching a story unfold.
Well,
it's a show,
yeah,
it's a theatre.
Yeah. How many times do you go to a football game these days? Do you know what? Slate football all you want. I will not catch any self-respecting football fan on their fucking phone during a match. You don't catch it. They might take a picture, they might take a video, but the rest of the match they're leant forwards, cheering, screaming, chanting, trying to get the team going, and that's the role of a crowd. You're supposed to contribute to the atmosphere, and the WWE crowd, I feel...
Universe.
I'm not... Do you know what? I've already said John Cena. Fuck it, I'm lowering myself. The WWE Universe! They don't contribute in a way that I think is productive. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to highlight it because I think people need to realise the fact that the crowd could be they could be the thing that takes the product to the next level if they just get involved in the right way. But yeah, that's
I totally agree with everything.
That's my point. Okay, well,
we've been quite a lot there.
We've gone through quite a lot. I think we've gone up to nearly 45 minutes. 47 minutes. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm going to throw it out there. How have you found the podcast so far?
It's good. I like it. It's
cool.
really good.
It's cool.
We've had
positive reactions. I just want to throw it out there on this podcast. I hope you'll do the same. Comment, like, and subscribe, but not because we want to get more people listening.
Please like!
We want you guys to tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah,
We're opinionated fools. We'll talk about anything. Yeah. But wrestling in particular. But, yeah.
We might do other things, but at the minute, because so much going on WWE at the minute, it's just a good topic.
Oh, mate, I was desperate to talk about this because there's so much shit going on. But anyway, what should we wrap this up?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up. Well, I've been your host, Lawler. I'm going to be sharing these on a regular basis. I want you to sign off for me, though.
It's Mickey B. It's been a long to be here.
Do you know what? That's not good enough. He has been the 3-time world. What?
The 3-time world what?
I'm trying to big you up. You always sell yourself way too short when you sign up. I've been Mickey B. It's just been a pleasure to be here. Like, hey, you've been lucky to have me here.
You have. Considering I nearly walked out because you just ruined my ideas of Father Christmas and the Easter Bunny.
He's not real. Deal with it. Do you know what? Roman Reigns, that's not even his real name. Well, deal with it.
Well, obviously.
It really isn't. I was just joking. Fuck, his name's not even Roman Reigns, the fraud.
But literally, it's been so good to be here with Mickey B. Find me on Twitter, Mickey_B.
Did I spell that right in the description, by the way?
I don't think you did, no.
Okay, we can.
It's fine.
I'm gonna have to type it up so I get it right.
Can't wait for the next one. Honestly, really can't wait for.
Mate, this was your idea. That test.
It was. It's my idea. It's a brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea. So if you see, by the way, if you see a new logo,
you should be thanking me.
I will with no royalties. So I likewise hope you enjoyed this podcast. Hopefully, because of this man right here, you should see a new branding section of this particular brand of podcast. HWT. Hoot. So yeah, thanks very much for listening. We will see you next time.
Ciao.
Yeah. And that was the 7th Halcyon podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. As we said in the ending of that, we hope you like, favourite, and subscribe. And by all means, let us know what you want us to cover. Please, we're opinionated dudes. And we need your feedback. We need your comments. So until next time, this has been the Halcyon podcast. Thanks for listening.